Welcome to the Houston Forensic Science Center's evidence collection training videos. Make no mistake about it, the goal is to ensure justice is served. Houston Forensic Science Center holds evidence integrity to the highest standards. Therefore, evidence must be collected and submitted in a manner which ensures fairness without prejudice. These evidence collection training videos will show those submitting evidence for analysis a step-by-step guide on how to do so properly. The Houston Police Department's DWI task force hits the streets 365 days a year, covering more than 600 square miles. Their goal is to ensure the safety of Houston drivers, in part by cracking down on drunk driving. These HPD officers are specially trained to look for signs that can alert them when a driver might be impaired. And this is where the toxicology testing process begins. Once a driver is pulled over and it's determined he or she may be under the influence of drugs or alcohol, a standardized field sobriety test is administered. If the field test indicates further testing is necessary, the suspect is taken into custody for additional evidence collection. Gathering evidence for a suspected DWI case is tedious and demanding. Mistakes made during this critical process can jeopardize an investigation and force the Houston Forensic Science Center toxicologists to reject the evidence for analysis. Properly gathering and packaging blood and urine samples is crucial to ensure the evidence gathered in the field can be analyzed to use in an investigation and subsequently at trial. The Houston Forensic Science Center's toxicology section analyzes evidence for the presence of alcohol and other drugs in biological specimens, such as blood and urine. Complete and accurate submissions are required by the Houston Forensic Science Center for proper processing of all requests. The information on the collection report must match the information on all evidence being submitted for examination. If the information is incorrect, the evidence will be rejected by the Houston Forensic Science Center's toxicology section. Please inspect all packaging for damage, contamination, and expiration. It is the responsibility of the submitting officer to ensure that all information is accurate and consistent. In an attempt to minimize mistakes, the Houston Forensic Science Center has created a new method for evidence collectors. The evidence submission form for blood collection now uses a barcode system designed to save time and reduce errors. When collecting blood evidence for toxicology testing, make sure to wear protective gloves at all times. Fill out the collection report with the subject's full name, including the middle name or initial where applicable. Also include the subject's date of birth and driver's license or identification number. Please include the agency case number and the agency name. Do not abbreviate the name. The submitted officer must include his or her name, payroll number, work phone, and/or email. Please identify if the case is a fatality or not by checking the appropriate box. Complete all information in the sample collection area, which includes date, time, and sample collection facility. Sign the document with a collector's signature and write in the date of the collection. Please print the collector's name, email address, and phone number. The specimen label seals are crucial to the evidence collection process and should be filled out completely and appropriately. Do not fill out the specimen seal until the blood sample has been taken from the subject. Only at that time will you write the date, time, and collector's initials on all adhesive specimen seals. The next step is to remove the seals and place them on the blood vials. Carefully lift the edge of the tab and remove it from the collection report. The tab has a circular diagram that reads "Place over cap." This will secure the cap to the vial and seal the evidence. Make sure while placing the seal on the vial not to cover up the expiration date on the tube. Make sure to follow the same procedure with the second and third vials when necessary. Place the sealed vials inside the clear plastic box and close the lid. Secure the lid with a blue security seal tape included in the kit. Sign the security seals with your initials and place the paperwork neatly in the plastic sleeve on the outside of the box. Please wait to seal the evidence submission form until all information has been entered into the computer system. Make sure the information put into the computer is identical to the paper submission form. Please ensure you note the proper number of vials included in the kit. Place the folded paperwork neatly into the sleeve on the bottom of the plastic box. Once the paperwork is secure, remove the adhesive tape and seal the bag. If the subject is involved in a fatality, a third vial of blood will be necessary for ongoing testing. This will require the use of a separate kit with 3 vials. The packaging for the third vial will be conducted in the same manner. If the situation happens where all the specimen seals in the collection kit are damaged or deemed unusable, create a seal by using evidence tape. Place evidence tape partially over the top of the blood vial, but do not cover the label area or expiration date. Fold the edges of the tape to secure the blood vial lid and then write the specimen identification number on the label. That identification number is located on the top left-hand corner of the evidence submission form. The toxicology section also receives urine samples for testing. The first thing before packaging urine is to make sure the lid is secure and tight. It's important to check container for punctures or damage. Once the container is inspected, make sure to write out the subject's full name and the agency case number on the container. Please use parafilm to seal the urine sample container to prevent leaks or spills. Place the urine evidence in a clear biohazard bag and then seal the biohazard bag with tape. The sealed evidence can now be placed in a paper envelope. Seal the envelope with evidence tape and label seal with initials. At a minimum, you must include the agency's case number on the envelope and identify the packaging with a biohazard sticker.